An outline, also called a hierarchical outline, is a list arranged to show hierarchical relationships and is a type of tree structure. It is used to present the main points or topics of a given subject, often used as a rough draft or summary of the content of a document. Preparation of an outline is an intermediate step in the process of writing a scholarly research paper, literature review, thesis or dissertation. A special kind of outline incorporates scholarly sources into the outline before the writing begins. Writers of fiction and creative non-fiction, such as John Franklin, may use outlines to establish plot sequence, character development and dramatic flow of a story, sometimes in conjunction with free writing. Merriam-Webster's Manual for Writers and Editors recommends that the section headings of an article should, when read in isolation, combine to form an outline of the article content. Garson distinguishes a standard outline, presented as a regular table of contents, from a refined tree-like, hierarchical outline, stating that such an outline might be appropriate, for instance, when the purpose is taxonomic. Hierarchical outlines are rare in quantitative writing, and the researcher is well advised to stick to the standard outline unless there are compelling reasons not to. Outline organization. An outline is a list of items, organized according to some consistent principle. Each item may be divided into additional sub-items. Each organizational level in an outline has at least two subcategories as advised by major style manuals in current use. Types of outlines. Outline styles. Sentence outline. A sentence outline is a hierarchical outline composed of sentences. Each includes a heading or single sentence of a planned document about the subject of the outline. It is the type of outline typically used to plan the composition of books, stories, and essays. It can also be used as a publishing format, in which the outline itself is the end product. Topic outline. A topic outline is a hierarchical outline composed of topics. Each entry is a subtopic of the subject of the outline. One application of topic outlines is the college course overview, provided by professors to their students, to describe the scope of the course. Another application is as a subject outline, such as for an encyclopedia. A sample topic outline application. An outline of human knowledge. Prepedia is the historical attempt of the Encyclopaedia Britannica of presenting a hierarchical outline of knowledge. In a separate volume in the 15th edition of 1974, the Outline of Knowledge was a project by Mortimer Adler. Prepedia had 3 levels, 10 parts, at the top level 41 divisions, at the middle level and 167 sections, at the bottom level, numbered. For example, 1. Matter and energy, 1.1 atoms, 1.1.1. Structure and properties of atoms. Outlines with prefixes. A feature included in many outlines is prefixing. Similar to section numbers, an outline prefix is a label placed at the beginning of an outline entry to assist in referring to it. Bare outlines. Bare outlines include no prefix. Alphanumeric outline. An alphanumeric outline includes a prefix at the beginning of each topic as a reference aid. The prefix is in the form of Roman numerals for the top level, uppercase letters for the next level, Arabic numerals for the next level, and then lowercase letters for the next level. For further levels, the order is started over again. Each numeral or letter is followed by a period, and each item is capitalized, as in the following sample. Thesis statement. Email and Internet monitoring, as currently practiced, is an invasion of employees' rights in the workplace. The situation. Over 80% of today's companies monitor their employees. A. To prevent fraudulent activities, theft, and other workplace-related violations. B. To more efficiently monitor employee productivity. C. To prevent any legal liabilities due to harassing or offensive communications. 2. What are employees' privacy rights when it comes to electronic monitoring and surveillance in the workplace? A. American employees have basically no legal protection from mean and snooping bosses. 1. There are no federal or state laws protecting employees. 2. Employees may assert privacy protection for their own personal effects. B. Most managers believe that there is no right to privacy in the workplace. 1. Workplace communications should be about work. Anything else is a misuse of company equipment and company time. 2. Employers have a right to prevent misuse by monitoring employee communications. Some call the Roman numerals A heads, the uppercase letters B heads, and so on. Some writers also prefer to insert a blank line between the A heads and B heads, while often keeping the B heads and C heads together. If more levels of outline are needed, lowercase Roman numerals and numbers and lowercase letters, sometimes with single and double parenthesis, can be used, although the exact order is not well defined, and usage varies widely. The scheme recommended by the MLA Handbook, and the Purdue Online Writing Lab, among others, uses the usual 5 levels, as described above, then repeats the Arabic numerals and lowercase letter surrounded by parentheses, I, A, 1, A, I, and does not specify any lower levels, though, is usually next. In common practice, lower levels yet are usually Arabic numerals and lowercase letters again, and sometimes lowercase Roman again, with single parentheses 1, A, I, but usage varies. MLA style is sometimes incorrectly referred to as APA style, but the APA publication manual does not address outline formatting at all. A very different style recommended by the Chicago Manual of Style, based on the practice of the United States Congress in drafting legislation, suggests the following sequence, from the top to the 7th level. IA. 1. A, I, capital Roman numerals with a period, capital letters with a period, Arabic numerals with a period, italic lowercase letters with a single parenthesis, Arabic numerals with a double parenthesis, italic lowercase letters with a double parenthesis, and italic lowercase Roman numerals with a single parenthesis, though the italics are not required. Because of its use in the U.S. Code and other U.S. law books, many American lawyers consequently use this outlined format. Another alternative scheme repeats all 5 levels with a single parenthesis for the second 5, I, A, 1, A, I, and then again with a double parenthesis for the third 5. Many oft-cited style guides besides the APA publication manual, including the App Style book, the NYT manual, Fowler, the Guardian Style Guide, and Strunk and White, are curiously silent on the topic. One side effect of the use of both Roman numerals and uppercase letters in all of these styles of outlining is that, in most alphabets, I may be an item at both the top and second levels. This is usually not problematic, because lower-level items are usually referred to hierarchically. For example, the third sub-item of the fourth sub-item of the second item is item 2. D3. So, the 9th sub-item of the first item is item I, and only the top level one is item I. Decimal outline. The decimal outline format has the advantage of showing how every item at every level relates to the whole, as shown in the following sample outline. Thesis statement. 1.0 Introduction 1.1 Brief history of Liz Claiborne 1.2 Corporate environment 2.0 Career opportunities 2.1 Operations management 2.1.1 Traffic 2.1.2 International trade and corporate customs 2.1.3 Distribution 2.2 Products development Integrated outline. An integrated outline is a helpful step in the process of organizing and writing a scholarly paper. When completed, the integrated outline contains the relevant scholarly sources for each section in the outline. An integrated outline is generally prepared after the scholar has collected, read and mastered the literature that will be used in the research paper. Shields and Rangarajan recommend that new scholars develop a system to do this. Part of the system should contain a systematic way to take notes on the scholarly sources. These notes can then be tied to the paper through the integrated outline. This way the scholar reviews all of the literature before the writing begins. An integrated outline can be a helpful tool for people with writer's block because the content of the paper is organized and identified prior to writing. The structure and content is combined and the author can write a small section at a time. The process is less overwhelming because it can be separated into manageable chunks. The first draft can be written using smaller blocks of time.